Hey, Patty here from Worthy Nutrition, and it is Favorite Food Friday. Welcome to Favorite Food Friday. I hope you have glorious plans for the weekend. I kind of already had my weekend. I went out last night with my good friend who took me out for my birthday that's coming up soon, and we went to see Jersey Boys, and it was absolutely fabulous. The music was fantastic, and I forgot how many hits they had, just like one after another after another. It was so great. So I'm just gonna probably lay low a little bit this weekend and just kind of hang out. So Favorite Food Friday, well, my dear daughter Jenna said, hey, why don't you do it on matcha green tea? And there has been such a big deal made out of matcha green tea and how it's such a superfood and it's so good for you. And so I thought I'd bring out many facts and a few figures and a few other facts that you need to consider. So let us begin. So matcha green tea is basically green tea leaves, and they have been grown in the shade at the end, like a few weeks before it's ready to harvest. And that raises the chlorophyll, which is really good for you. That's a good detoxifier, a good heavy metal remover. Everybody could use some chlorophyll. Green, green, green. That's what gives it a beautiful, lush green color. It's great. So then the leaves are dried and they're stone ground and into a powder, and then you put the powder in hot water, and that is matcha green tea. And the difference is when you have regular green tea, you either have the tea in the tea bag, the tea leaves in the tea bag, or in a container, and you steep the tea and then you remove the leaves. That's the difference. With matcha green tea, the tea leaves stay in the water because they've been ground to a fine powder. That is the difference. It has traditionally been grown in Japan. It has also been grown in China during the Tang or Tang dynasty, and they used to harvest it and put it into bricks, and they just break off a little piece and stick it in their hot water and have their tea. And it was very easy to just kind of be able to stack all these bricks and sell them and buy them and transport them and all that. So the benefits, there are so many benefits for matcha green tea. It's crazy. First of all, you get energy from the tea, but you also get calmness. And that is due to, again, shading the green tea. It will increase the L-theanine that's in the tea. That L-theanine balances or almost kind of cancels out the caffeine. And so you don't get like a big caffeine rush when you drink the tea, but there is caffeine in the tea. It's just the L-theanine is very calming, and it creates calmness without drowsiness. Yay, that is the key. So you're not like, falling asleep. Some people it might make them a little bit too mellow, but it's really known for not putting people to sleep, but still making them calm, which is a great advantage. All right, so this is the big deal. It is super, super, super duper duper high in antioxidants. And there's a few of them that are really important that I'll talk. Well, actually one that's like really a big deal, but it's 137 times the amount of antioxidants than regular green tea, and that's very important. So it's like basically 1 cup of matcha equals 10 cups of the regular green teas antioxidants. And so if you were to measure this on a graph, spinach would be 12 units per gram of antioxidants, blueberries 93, goji 253. Those are pretty high antioxidant foods. All right, get this. Matcha is 1,573. That's how many more antioxidants that matcha has. So that's a big deal. These are the body's defense agents that help you not get cancer and viruses and infections and all sorts of stuff. And it's got a unique antioxidant called catechin, and they're very anti-cancer, among other things too. Weight loss, great advantage there. It ups the rate of burning stored fat. Hello, yes, we love that. And it decreases the formation of new fat cells. So if you don't eat, if you don't end up filling them up, you won't need new fat cells. So that's great. Heart, catechins, again, lower the LDL cholesterol, and that's what we want. That's better for the heart. And it's great for your brain. Again, the L-theanine is really good for the brain. It stimulates alpha brain waves, and that allows you to focus and concentrate better. So if you've got some ADD happening, or even some ADHD, because that's hyperactivity, the L-theanine is great. It's wonderful. So just drink a cup of green tea. It has an abundance of chlorophyll, like we discussed already, which removes heavy metals and other toxins. Yay for chlorophyll. And it's really good for skin health. It reduces inflammation and free radicals that accelerate aging. And of course, that's always a good thing, to reduce the accelerated aging. Okay, so here's, of course, it sounds like the most perfect superfood ever, and it's pretty darn close, but there's always something, okay? So here's the deal. All green teas have trace amounts of lead and fluoride, okay? So the difference is, remember when I explained the difference between a regular green tea and then matcha? Matcha is the green tea with the leaves in it. And then the green tea, regular cup of green tea, does not have the leaves. The leaves come out. And with those leaves come out almost all of the lead and almost all of the fluoride. So it's not that big of a deal, even if you're like down in a lot of green tea. But with the matcha, a little bit more, but it's still, from everything that I've read, it's not a huge concern. But I would say, you don't want to drink a ton of matcha every single day. But it's still, the positive effects outweigh the negative, definitely. And it's just minimal, Also, what you can do to prevent or lower the amount of lead you are exposed to, or fluoride, is buy your matcha tea powder from Japan. I mean, it has to be made in Japan. And southern Japan is the best. And it's going to be expensive. It's like $26 to $32 for a tin of 30 grams, that will keep you going for one cup of tea per day for a month. It's about 1 gram that you want to put in your cup. So you can obviously stretch that out, but that's what you're looking for. That's the kind of quality that you're looking for. Do not buy your matcha tea from China or pretty much any other place. US probably it's pretty good, but what you want to do is, if you find a brand of matcha tea and it's not made in Japan and you're kind of wondering, well, this is in the US, maybe it's okay. You just need to do some research and make sure that there is not a lot of lead content. There is one brand called Teavana, Teavana, and they basically were tested and show no signs of lead and fluoride at all. So that's great. So Teavana is a great brand to get. All right, so I think that is what I need to tell you about matcha, and let me know if you end up buying some and trying it out. I want to hear if it has some really good effects on you, which it should, because there are so many benefits. And as always, subscribe to my channel. Would love to have you there on YouTube, and also visit me at worthynutrition.com. And if you have any other questions, please post them, and please leave any requests for any research that you'd like me to do on foods for future favorite food Fridays. I really want to get your input, so go for it. All right, have a good weekend. I hope you have fun, and I will see you back here for Monday Musing. Yay. And I don't know what it's going to be on, but it'll be good. All right, guys, have a great weekend. Ciao for now.